Over to Iran now, where the farmers are fighting for their rights too. They want water. An entire river has gone dry in central Iran. Thousands of farmers have been protesting for more than 3 weeks now. They directed tents on the dry riverbed to make a point, but instead of listening to their demands, the Iranian security forces are now going after them. Here's a report.
This is not your regular protest site. A river used to flow from right here. When it dried up, some Iranians turned up to protest. This is how they were forced to leave. Their tents were set on fire. That was the sound of gunfire. Iran's riot police fired that shot. They were tasked with cleaning up the area. Those leaving these camps are the farmers of Isfahan. Their fields are thirsty. These farmers use water from the WION River for irrigation. But for much of the year now, that river runs dry. Since the 8th of November, thousands of farmers have been on protest. They are demanding the WION River back. But instead of water, they got the fury of the state. Iranian security forces have moved swiftly and fiercely to crush these protests, just like the last time. Similar protests had broken out earlier in July. Iranians in southwest Khuzestan were on the streets. They too wanted water, but they got bullets. Droughts are now common in Iran. 2021 is one of the driest years in the history of the country, and everyone is affected. From urban households to villages. The reason is a major depletion of groundwater. Key lakes and sources of water are running dry, and the shortages will get worse. In the next 50 years, aquifers in 12 out of 31 Iranian provinces are expected to go dry. Iran can't expect any help from the neighborhood either. There is a water crisis in Iraq and Syria too. 12 million people are at risk. Earlier this year, Iraq wanted more water from Syria, but Syria itself is battling the worst drought in 70 years. Earlier this month, a major reservoir in Idlib completely dried up. Water is already among the most scarce commodities in the world, but in West Asia, the scarcity is taking the form of a crisis, one that is increasing the risk of more conflict. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.